Welcome back to WagerTalk TV. I'm Marco D'Angelo, joined in studio with my partner in crime, Bryan Leonard. Bryan, we're talking about different topics with sports betting, and people always have questions. And one of them is, what about Uncle Sam? How about taxes, and how does that affect sports betting? So many different questions. I'll throw out a bunch of them at you, and then I'm going to let you tell us about it. Let's start with, taxes affecting your winnings. Is this something that is per transaction, or is it a yearly total thing, is what our viewers want to know?
It is a yearly total thing. I am amazed at how many people will, as soon as they lose, a lot of it happens in horse racing.
Oh, right.
You know as well as I do, people tearing up their, throwing it away. There are guys that I know who are winning bettors, will walk around and pick up other people's losing tickets, because basically you can write off your winners, your losers up to your winners. So I'm sure the government knows this, but if it's a situation, let's say you just have that great year where everything comes in and you got to pay your taxes on it, you can write off your losses up to that. And when you, like for myself, I just consider myself a professional gambler, and that's what it is in my tax forms. So I keep track of everything I bet. I use, other than William Hill, who I don't want to know. I don't use the card when I go into William Hill because I'm not allowed. But every place else, you use your card. So if it comes down to the end of the year, you can get a win-loss situation out of those, win-loss report out of those casinos. And that's the best way to do it. If you're playing slots or something, now there is an amount, like $1,200 or whatever, $1,300. If you hit that over the jackpot, they will give you a W-2 and you got to fill it out. But that's just on something for the entire year. You turn those in at the rest of the year. If you track all your records all year long, once again, it's
which if you're using your card, which you should be on slot machines,
yes,
and
definitely.
whatever. If you're playing, that's all going to be tracked, and it's in that profit and loss statement. Now, Bryan, let me ask you, there's certain trigger point numbers that will set off the alarms for the IRS, and that is a transaction of $10,000 or more. That's why you always bet under $10,000 when you're doing them, fly under the radar. But explain that situation.
Well, this is all set up because of the money laundering situation. They want to know where all the money is going. I had a runner cash for me one time, and I just assumed he knew what the $10,000 regulations were. He didn't. And he comes up to me, he goes, I had to give them my ID and all these. And I said, oh, shit. Yeah. You can't do the $10,000 or they're going to put you on the list and say, at the end of the year, you're claiming you don't have any money, and then all of a sudden you bet $10,000 in a day. The government could come back and say, hey, what the hell's going on? There's also a $3,000 number a lot of people don't know about, where it's a situation where anytime you bet $3,000 or more in a given day, it's not given to the IRS. It's a situation where the casino knows about it. But IRS never asked for that kind of thing. So as long as you stay below the $10,000, you won't have to worry about anything like that.
Yeah, don't walk in if you got $30,000 worth of tickets in your pocket. Don't walk in and cash them all at one time.
Or don't bet them all at the same casino, and you won't have to worry about it.
So good stuff, Bryan. And if you like videos like this, hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe, give us a comment. We love to hear from you guys. And when you do leave a comment, you're eligible for a free week of service. We'll draw a winner each week for a free week of service from the comments on the videos. We'll be back with more here at WagerTalk TV.